Hey guys, super quick tutorial today all about how to connect the Sony ZV1 with the Zhiyun Crane M2 gimbal. So you'll be able to record from the gimbal like this and even control the zoom on the gimbal like this. Plus you'll even be able to remote control your entire setup from a smartphone like this, all in 4 easy steps. If you end up finding this video helpful, then a like, subscribe and share would be amazing, and I would love to hear any questions or thoughts that you have down in the comments. Ready? Are you very slowly nodding? I'm going to assume you are. So let's go. So, preparation. As Linkin Park said, it starts with one thing. I don't know why, and I'm pretty certain they meant it starts by checking your firmware on the Zhiyun Crane M2 is up to date, because you need it to be if you want to control the ZV1. To check the firmware, press the menu button on the side of the gimbal, then use the joystick to go down to the About option, and move the joystick to the right to display the current firmware version. I have version 2.02, which supports controlling the ZV1 from the gimbal, and if you're running something earlier, you'll want to head to the downloads page of Zhiyun Tech's website. Click on the Crane M2 and you'll find all the tools you need to upgrade your gimbal firmware. Our second and final stage of preparation is simply to balance the ZV1 on the gimbal and turn both devices on. If you don't know how to balance this setup already, then there is a step-by-step guide linked in the description. Step 1. First, download the ZY Play app onto your smartphone. Easy. Step 2. In the first menu of the app, navigate to 4 Pro cameras and press the 3 lines in the top left corner. Then choose Crane M2. Press Connect Now and the app will search for the gimbal. If the gimbal is powered on, the name should pop up for you to select. Now the gimbal is connected to the ZY Play app, you can already remote control a whole bunch of features, which I will summarize at the end. But right now we want to get the ZV1 connected to complete our setup. Step 3. While keeping the ZY Play app open, head to Menu 3, Tab 1 on the camera and select Control with Smartphone, then Connection, and the ZV1 will display a QR code. Step 4. Back in the ZY Play app, we press the Wi-Fi symbol in the upper right to have the app look for connections. Then we select Scan with QR code. Use your phone to scan the QR code being displayed on your ZV1, and boom! Everything is now connected. Just before we summarize and cover a few quick tips, did you know that research suggests subscribing to this channel not only gives you access to lots more ZV1 and similar content, but also makes you 50% more attractive to people on boats. So, if you want that kind of aquatic appeal, then jump on board. So, after completing all 4 steps, we can now start and stop recording using the red button on the gimbal, like this. More convenient than a heated toilet seat. We can also control the zesty zoom of the ZV1 with the slider on the left side of the gimbal, like this. If you combine that zoom control with moving the camera backwards and forwards, you can create cool dolly zoom shots in the vein of Jaws or Vertigo, like these ones. Simple examples, but a cool technique. I am planning a video on cinematic shot techniques using the ZV1 and Zhiyun gimbal, so if you have any requests or ideas for that video, let me know down in the comments. Beyond the physical controls on the gimbal, the ZY Play app lets you control the mode, direction and tilt of your setup, as well as recording and zoom. Lock mode gives you total control over direction and tilt, and so that's the best option if you want to use this as some kind of remote setup. So, overall, we've got more convenient control from our gimbal and opportunities for new shots, as well as a flexible remote recording rig setup. This can be great for a bunch of things, including filming yourself, controlling shots when your gimbal is mounted to a moving vehicle, or simply using unexpected movement to scare the crap out of someone. Which brings us to the end for today. Thank you so much for watching, and especially making it all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, and until next time, take it easy.